Hey guys, it's Talking Kanash with another game of Hollow Knight. Last time we beat the game, but only in a manner of speaking. And today we are going to try to go boldly where we haven't gone yet. So I guess this Queen's Garden place seems like a place to go. Now I don't really know how to get here, but I guess we'll go to that Queen Station and try to go left. I don't know if it's gonna let me. I don't know. Alternately, we can try to go left up through Fog Canyon. That seems better. We don't have any money, which is very good. You never ever want to have money in Hollow Knight. It stops you from having a good time. The game is very effective at making you anxious if you ever have any money. I was just playing Celeste, and now I'm slightly different. That's the big thing that was thinking about eating me, but she didn't, so, you know, no harm, no foul, right? You can't go through there. Of course you cannot. It's here you can go. In Fog Canyon, you just want to, like, not hit anyone, because, you know, that's when things go wrong. And this is where the bank is. This is where the bank is. I guess, like, my problem here was I was trying to hit everything, but you don't really need to. Not really. It was not nearly as dangerous as I was thinking it was, because I was just trying to hit everything and not just, like, avoiding it. Of course, there's still explosions. I think I was here and I needed money, and you basically can't get money at all here. They are, after all, not made out of geo. They're made of bubbles. Alright, yes. And now that we can swim, we can go this way. Is there anything up here? We probably have already gotten it. Now that we can swim, we can go this way. So that's obviously why we wouldn't have gone before. I wonder what's over here. It's called the Queen's Gardens, so I'm expecting something green. Oh, wonderful, it's green! Bonjour! Oh no! Alright. Porcupine sort of thing going on. So this is like... We're gonna assume that Deep Nest was a more difficult area than this. This is a smaller one anyway, so we'll see what's going on. But yeah, the stuff's going down easier. This seems like, you know, maybe you would normally come here. I mean, it's not on the route to the Dreamer, but maybe you would normally come here because you would try to get, you know, the acid swim earlier. I don't know what order people play the game in, you know. I'm sure mine's not the one that most people do once they know what they're doing, but that's part of the fun, right? Hey, whoa, no, I can't see from the obscuring form beneath me. Okay, so they don't come back, I don't think. They just, they get spiny right afterward. This will be one of those rancid egg things. And now we got a flying mantis bro. Alright, so they do some sort of attack. Okay, we will open that with that lever. Cool. Alright, and of course with our movement now, we know we could just, like, go over there and then dash up or climb up the wall. Because I don't know the routes people do, like, maybe the game was designed such that you can only really take the route the way that I did, but I would assume that there is a better way to do it. There's certainly a better way to... Oh, there's more of them. Okay. Wait, what's going on here? There's, like, music? Okay. I'm locked in here. Alright. Alright, well that was fun. A little bit of an arena thing, and of course if you fall down, it's no fun at all. Alright, so up and to the right will lead us to a bench according to the map. You know, it seemed like it was going to be one, and then it was more. Alright, the bench is upwards. It doesn't exist. Got some spirits. Cliff and Pharaoh Orthop. They say, isn't this the most intriguing place? So many discoveries waiting to be made. We're about to set off ourselves, though we can't seem to agree on which way to head. It's led to something of an argument between us. We really should stop squabbling about such petty things. But what do they really think? Oh, we have taken their memory, and we won't be able to see any further. And here's a note from Cornifer. We've already, of course, purchased the map at an excellent price. Hooray! And of course that'll just like fill in where we've been, since we do have the maps to the areas. Which may not be entirely complete. Ah, there, it broke that open. And now we can get to earlier. Got it. They wanted us to get that little bit of story before we continued on. Alright, and there... we can't open. We did that. I guess left is the way to go, right? Oh, well, not like that, it isn't. Ha ha ha! Bad. They got me again. They hornswoggled me. That was all me. I saw it that time and I thought it was going to come from underneath, but it wasn't, and he slid on the wall with the hold there. It's alright, we don't have far to go. Oh, but how do we do this fight? That's nasty. Oh no, we're never gonna make him come up here. Okay. Alright. Wow. Nope. Alright, we gotta do this whole sequence. Not so bad. Let's just go ahead and hit up the bench real quick. Get our HP back. Just a nice little detour. Hey Chase, how are you? We should change the title. What's this place called? Queen's Gardens. So you never played this game? How's it going for me? Oh, it's wonderful. It's a really great game. It can be pretty tough from time to time. I beat the final, well, not the final boss. You know how a game can have like a final boss and then keep on going for a while? That's what this one does. So it keeps track on this little screen what my percentage is, which is just 47%. You know, I guess, you know, all the items and whatever. I don't know what goes into it, but we beat the final guy the other day, but we haven't even been everywhere. Like, on the map, we were just going to this green area that we're in right here. We've never been here before today, so maybe there'll be a boss or something. And then we haven't been in this whole area at all either. And then there's some other stuff that people have talked about. So, like, you know, there's half of the game we haven't done, whatever that means. But it's very fun. It gets more fun the more you play it because you get more tools to run around with and stuff. But it's what they call Metroidvania. A little portmanteau of Castlevania and Metroid that tends to try to, you know, harken back to both of those things. All right. Is it possible to go further this way and connect? Well, not like that, it isn't. But it's a wonderful little game. Oh, you just swim across in the lava. Not the lava, oh! A ninja mantis. And another one. Alright, there we go. Try to do the RPGs like Diablo Pacifixel. I used to play Diablo 2 a lot. Like, just so much. And I played Diablo 3 like a bunch, but not like thousands of hours like I did D2. We get love key. Oh no! Alright. We get a key. And that's good, but where does it go to? But I did not play Path of Exile. From what I heard of it, it sounded super interesting because it had covered in pattern and bears a symbol of love. Alright. But from what I remember of hearing about it, it like had a bunch of like fusions of different mythologies and stuff, and in the characters, and I love that kind of thing. Okay, and there's the wall that we have to break through to get this weird thing. You said you heard D2 was good, but you should be able to play when it's prime. Yeah, it was, you know, because the world was so much smaller then, with the internet and all being how it was, like, there were less games to play, and, that's a higher chance that all of your buddies that liked the same thing would be playing the same thing. And, like, I was in, like, junior high and high school, playing Diablo 2, and then a little bit, like, after I went to college, but I really loved it. And then they remastered it not too long ago. That must be, what, like 4 years ago now, maybe something like that. And I played a good bit of that when it came out. I say a good bit. I played hundreds of hours of it when it came out. I got... I'm so bad. I got my Enigma again and everything. There was a time when I played so much Diablo 2 that... So in Diablo 2, if an item drops, it'll just say the type of item, if it's like a unique or a set item, but it won't tell you the name until you identify it. I could tell you, just based on what the thing was, what the item was, and I could tell you every single stat on it and what the variance was. I was just like totally obsessed. I would play the same sort of characters all the time, but you could play online, and then you had ladder mode, and you could acquire currency and then trade it for other stuff in runes, and it was very awesome. I loved it. When I played the remaster, I had like a spreadsheet for all of my stuff, and there was like a forum with an alternate like internet currency that was only for the forum, called D2JSP. That was what we used back in the day. Called forum gold is what the currency was. So basically, like, if you had forum gold from whatever thing, and you could trade it for whatever game, but I only ever used Diablo 2. So I could get like an item, and if I didn't want it, I could post it on there and maybe get like, a couple of forum gold. But then if I did that like 500 times, then I could get something really good. And it was like, it appeared to the grindy gamer in me who wanted to be able to, because you could either get lucky or turn all of your like medium luck into something really special. Because again, with this strategy, like I did it with this strategy, with this mechanism of the forum gold, you could get any item that existed. You just had to be able to pay for it. But and not like real money, you had to be able to pay for it with forum gold. You might have been able to buy forum gold for real money. I never had. There's like, because the basic gems that drop in the game are chipped gems, right? And if you put like a whole lot of them together, like 1028 or something probably. I don't remember off the top of my head, which is embarrassing. But you can make like one of the perfect gems. You put 2 together, then 3 together, and so on of all of those to get to the end. But you could just trade like a bunch of chipped gems on the forum, and eventually, not even after too long, because they were useful for crafting and stuff, you could do that and then get just like something really awesome, something far beyond what you would think. And some of the items in Diablo 2 would only require like level 28 or whatever, but they were hard to get, and they would be amazing. Level 29, I should say. But they were really awesome, and if you could just like, even just grind out early characters, and then you could get something cool, and I loved that. You say you recommend Path of Exile? Yeah, I'll have to put it on the list. People have talked about it before a lot, and I have said that before, but yeah, man, why? Terrible. Alright, here we go. Chalk Dimitri. Leaves and Splendor. Pale Root. Couldn't agree more. Alright, well, at least we picked up the dream currency here. But no, I really like games like that, Those were great to play with friends. Most of the D2 I played was on PC and stuff, but like we would often have what we called then LAN parties, even if we were playing online. We would like get all the PCs that we were allowed to move at one of like our friends' houses over the weekend when there would be a ladder reset for Diablo, and we would stay up all night and grind new characters and like build like the perfect squad to chew through things, and like we would make deals about who would get the good items if they dropped, and then argue about it later. Just great stuff. It was a wonderful time. Game's free to pay. Got it. Alright, yeah. Normally I don't play stuff that's even in that economic classification. But I'd be happy to give it a shot. Like everyone, I have my opinions about monetization practices, but if I ever do decide to spend money on the game, I will just do that while I'm not on the stream, because I think that is the good compromise. Oh no, it's another one of these little mini bosses. Alright, we're just gonna run away. No, we're gonna fall down. Can we fireball it? No, I'm out of soul. I've got no soul and I am a soldier. Game 20 years ago sounds so fun like Diablo Well. Oh, it was. It was a wonderful time. You know, it had its problems like everything else. It was a wonderful time for me. I've always loved video games, and they, like, that specific era right there and those specific games really helped me connect with some of my really good friends. And lots of times people aren't as interested in the stuff that I like and that I'm interested in as I am. In both of those games, I fell in with people, or I already knew people, and they got into it the same as me, and I got along with them really well, and had like really, really good, you know, like friendships built with those games, and it was a great time. Because, like, I would just, you know, while I was playing Diablo, I would be thinking about all my friends' characters, you know, because, I mean, not just, like, to make them stronger to help me out, because it wasn't really about that, you know. Lots of times we wouldn't even be playing in the same world unless it was for a special occasion. Oh, we ran out of life. But in Diablo, I'd be like, oh, you know, this would be cool for what you're building, or I would find something and be like, hey, you talked about maybe wanting to build that thing. Well, now I found one for you, so let's do it. Let's build the barbarian that only throws axes, or whatever. Alright, and we're just gonna have to do better platforming than we've been doing. As evidenced by falling straight down. Okay. Man, am I ever bad at this game. Man. Wait, now I'm going backwards. I think the shade, like, ran into some thorns? I don't know. Have you looked into the upcoming sequel to this game at all? No, I know that it's been hotly anticipated for a very long time. To the point where I actually, like, blocked the subreddit that talked about the sequel because they were just, like, relentless in being present on the internet and wanting to play. We're just gonna run away from all of them? Yeah. There we go. Good stuff. That worked. That worked very well. I figured that it would be much easier to just evade them than to fight them. I was trying to apply the lessons that we've learned as the vessel, you know. A toll with the symbol of a bench. They need more money than I have. Well, if we had money, we could go there. And now they'll do the spiny thing. But, no, I'm sure it will be wonderful. I probably won't get it right when it comes out. I, like, basically never get games when they're new. Even if I'm, like, pretty excited about them. So, not like, I shouldn't say never. I did it with Oblivion Remastered. I did it after just, like, a couple of months with Baldur's Gate 3. But I typically don't. I didn't even get Total Warhammer 3 when it came out, and I had thousands of hours, well, 1,000 of hours into the series. Yeah, so of course the maps can be incomplete, which I always forget. I'm like, now the map will tell me everywhere I need to go. Wrong. Not as wrong as jumping into the thorns is, but still pretty wrong. Alright, so the good news is we're still alive. The bad news is until we can get 150 coins for the bench, we're not going to be able to see the shape of the rooms, which means we're going to walk around getting frustrated and backtracking repeatedly. Because I don't know if there's even a door anywhere, right? Which means every single place you go, you have to go around 9 times. Look at the game, your language is hustle. It's the definition of the word. It is. Excessively wordy. Alright, so here we're in... Okay, we can go up. We'll just ignore that other thing. And then there'll be a stag thing that we won't be able to pay for. Nope, there will be a boss fight. Oh no! Okay, it's just a little... It's just a little thing. That's not so bad. Oh, this is getting out of control. Now there are 2 of them, and... Oh no, alright. We're probably gonna die here. And then I'm gonna have to walk through all of that again? Oh man. I only have 1 hit left, so let's just not. Alright, they're not gonna be able to get me now. Another one? Another one. Guess we'll kill another one. More? More. Yikes. No! One left, don't get hit. Alright, we're fine. Oh no, that thing on the ground, I dashed right into it. We'll be fine. We'll just dodge that. The next wave won't come if we don't get hit by this and die. We need to just not get hit by that. Alright, that won't have the range to get to us. Heal up, get hit, run away. Aw, man. 1 more wave, 2 more waves. Hey, we did it! Alright, so that's just like a thing that happens sometimes. And the roof will probably fall down there or something. I thought we were gonna, like, either die or have, like, a proper boss fight. But it was just another charming mini-boss encounter that definitely would have killed me if we'd been doing it for real. And we get the achievement, Grub Friend. We have rescued half of the grubs. Maybe Old Man Grub will give us something cool the next time we talk to him. Oh, man. That's rough. The knockback from the guy hit me into the thorns, and then the thorns hit me. Alright. Here sleeps the traitor's child. Well, that doesn't sound great. Alright, I guess it doesn't matter. This child is sleeping there. Very ominous stuff. We'll bear that in mind. A very sleepy child. Oh, they climb on the roof too. Naturally. Naturally. Oh, there's gonna be a million of them. Well... oh my goodness. Very large beetle. A very large beetle. This game reminds you of like a mix between Celeste and Dark Souls. Yeah, for sure. The boss fights, I don't like have one to show you. I don't know where the next one is, but yeah, they can be like pretty tricky. You know, they require, I don't want to like not like precise movement, but like you got to be careful about it. You know, you certainly can't just walk up and hit things and expect them to die. You lose all your money when you die, but you can go and like get your ghost and hit it and get your money back. I usually just lose it all, but yeah, and you know, there's different items. There's these charms that you can use that can like give you different like abilities or like change your abilities a little bit. And basically, like, yeah, you're just this hero. You're trying to do hero things. And the world's really wonderful. And the movement is great. Like, when you think of, like, how good the movement is in Celeste, Hollow Knight is much like that. Like, you can reposition yourself in midair, like even just little bits there, and then you've got dashes, wall kicks, double jumps. You don't start out with all that stuff, but you can eventually get access to it. You know, you can swing, you can like juggle on top of things by hitting them. It's really a fun game to play. I get frustrated on the trash mobs, but even on a boss where I'm dying a lot, where I'm like, what? That's not fair, but it is fair. Like, it's such a good game. Okay, so there's like a dude over there with his head in his hands, so we know we need to get there. Can we charge through? No. But we know we need to go to the right there, because this very special guy is doing his thing. Can we go this way? No. But how, precious? Well, we know there's something over there, but not how to get to it, and now all these things are back. I hate everything. Alright. Oh no. There's like a lot of them. But you rebuild your magic meter and you can heal yourself with it. You just build it up by doing damage or taking damage or whatever. Nobody knows what. Wow, that homed in pretty weird. Ah! Marmu! Jesus. Oh, the queen. The queen is coming. I've been waiting so long, and now she's almost here. I feel like I'm about to burst. I've kept it safe, the sacred garden. I've kept it safe for all this time, and soon the queen will return and teach me to fly. Shall we wait together, stranger? Shall we play together? Challenge the warrior dream. No, I need a place to respawn after I lose before we do this. Hey, Natasha. You say you're can't wait for my Neville to return to the dreaded geometry dash. Well, yeah. Oh no. Okay, and this is where we have found a stag on a bench. So, not oh no, oh yes. We turned to the side, you know, we did the right thing. We said, I don't want to fight a boss without finding out where we're at. And it turns out we've been everywhere in this area now. Well, everywhere that we had a map to. Yeah, Chase, I need to... I need to figure out the level request thing, because I think that could be more interesting both to others and me, if I can get, like, the form figured out how to do that in a way that makes sense to me, or whatever, rather than just lose at Club Step for a while. Because while I'm totally interested to see, like, what people have made or what they think is cool, especially if it's got music that we can play to or whatever, because they have, like, the no copyright sound stuff, and, you know, there's plenty of stuff that's cool there, but I don't know. I don't know about grinding hard junk again. My hands haven't been doing, like, super good lately. I've been doing things at work I don't normally have to do because of reasons. Alright, Marmu says, shall we wait together? Shall we play together? We will challenge the warrior dream. Oh no. Alright, what's going on here? Nope, not like that. Okay. Poor performance indeed. Alright, that adorable little ghost is definitely beyond my abilities, but fortunately we don't have to go very far to meet them again at all. And we'll keep on picking up our money, which is a total waste of time. Okay. Do they make different sounds? Okay, they will go really low to the ground if necessary. We're about to die again. Ha! They're so much smarter than I am. Hello, piano. Lacrosse in. Yes, indeed, Marmu. But, Chase, yeah, we've... So, the base structure is you start like fighting bosses, one thing leads to another, and it's like, oh, there's this temple of the black egg, and you're breaking the seals by beating these guys, finding these things around the map, right? So that's like the main through line that brings you everywhere, is that story. And that is represented here by the Hollow Knight. We did that the last thing. That's beating the game. That's the normal thing. But yeah, so we're just trying to, not 100% it exactly, but just trying to play more. I don't know how hard doing 100% is. I don't know if you have to, like, you know, collect all the eggs in the game or whatever. I don't know how it works. But we're just trying to do stuff we haven't done. Like here, we haven't fought this boss. There's some things we haven't done that I know about and places we haven't been, and we're just trying to go to all of those and see what's up. But I don't know if I'm trying to 100% it. I just wanted to, you know, I was having a good time with it, and I wanted to play a little more. There's other endings, but you can only do it in a different save. I see. I don't want to start a new game. I have to walk everywhere again. I want to lose to Marmu for a while. Wow. Okay. Alright, so don't dodge, only attack. How much do I have? Oh, it doesn't matter. It never matters. If I think too much about the money, I'll just quit. Bad. Nope, nope, nope. Nope. Have I tried to steal Soul Run just for fun? No, not yet. We should do that after we do this fight. No! No! Alright, why don't I just forget what I said we were gonna do? No evasion, only attack. No defend, only attack. You know, better timing than that. Yeah, no defend, only attack. Only attack. Ah! Usual on the same save. Yeah, well, I think if you... So how it works is this game doesn't, like, it remembers that we did it, but as far as it's concerned, we can walk back and fight them right now. Like, we have the achievement, we beat it on this save, but it's like, rather than a new game plus, it's just like a check. You know, just a little check mark for you, like, hey, you did it. Because when you walk in there, that's when you can see the completion percentage anyway. They don't have it on the screen otherwise, I believe, is what it said. That was more zing than I was ready for. Nope. Here you go. Well, thanks for talking about Animal Crossing. From fan of One Piece. Yes, absolutely. I've only watched like 100 episodes or whatever, but I've read it. Or rather, I read like the first 1,070 chapters or whatever. I'm not current anymore. I was current when I stopped. But I caught up, and then I didn't read a single one since. I really should do that one of these days. What about you? I know it's like the most popular thing, but I think it's cool. And I always ask people if they like it. Some people don't. Aw, oh, come on. That should have worked. No, no, no. Too cute. Trying to be too funny about it. You know, just gotta... More normalcy. Sage Order 20 of those. Yeah, I don't really watch anime, like, basically at all. In the past, I'd seen, like, not even... Like, I watched what was on Adult Swim and talking stuff. So, you know, like, the Dragon Ball Z stuff of my generation. And some of it I remember, like, sort of fondly, but I was never, like, into it at any point, really. One Piece is far and away, like, the most that I like any of those sort of properties and the most I know about it. Because I didn't read any other manga at any point and still haven't. Not like I'm opposed to it, I just... You know, I like Russian novels and stuff from, like, 1840 and, you know, that kind of thing. That's my jam. And, you know, real sad poems, stuff like that. I died again. Awful. Awful. Alright, so why can't I just stay on the ground and hit him with the sword? Why do I have to keep on acting like I don't know that's the plan occasionally? It's because it makes me nervous when he teleports. He's not Soul Master. Oh, he bounced that wall a little funny. Because jumping and dodging doesn't work at all, so you just don't need to do it. Ow. Got him. Maybe just before he hit me, but got him. Yeah, I've only ever read One Piece. I haven't even read, like, a single chapter of any other manga except One Piece. Or it says, "Oh, stranger, you're strong. Much stronger than me." "I've been waiting a long time, stranger. I've been fighting a long time, stranger. I'm very, very tired. The queen will be here soon, and I just need to sleep a little." "Wake me when the queen arrives, stranger. Perhaps the queen will teach us both to fly, stranger. That would be fun, wouldn't it? Oh, Marmu. Poor ghost. "I will live your warrior dream, though you may not. Protector of root and leaf, we honor you." Good stuff. We haven't talked to him about this place yet, so he'll be like, "Hey, you found it." "Oh, cool." He says, "Little one, I've found it, the Stag Nest, where I was born and raised. I've yet to go there again. My duty bounds me to travel only where I am called. But if you wish to see it yourself, I can take you there." Hooray! He hasn't gone there. He's waiting for me to ask him to go. "None may remain to welcome us, but the nest is still a sight to behold. Give me the word, and we will go there at once." Let us go to the Stag Nest. We've fulfilled the old man's dream. He says, "Being back in my old home, I feel the weight of my long life bearing down on me. I carry it proudly, though. Wherever I travel, the memories of my family and my kind come with me." Poor old man Stag. Alright, what have we here? It's called Hope. Open all of Helena's stag stations and discover the Stag Nest. Are they all slain? How sad. With their saddles still on. But it will make the surprised face of the vessel, and now we have another little soul vessel, Pip. Like, I don't even know where this is on the map. It said theoretical other space. But I guess that's not. There's probably one more of them, right? There's probably 3 more fragments. It would be surprising if we'd found all of them, after all. It's a really big elevator. It's like a freight elevator. For the stags and cargo, mayhaps? An empty eggshell. But who has emptied it? How much does a typical playthrough this game take? Natasha says just finished her time around 10 to 13 hours. Yeah, it took me like 19 or 20, but I complained a lot, and yeah, you know, a better player would have done it faster. So I guess that's it. We knocked on the door to the Balrog. Can't go down there. Like, do we leave him here with the ghosts of his people? He says, "What do you think of my old home, little one? It was full of life once. Stags coming and going, swapping stories of the places they'd been and the passengers they'd met. For a long time now, I've considered myself the only one remaining. The last stag. But being in the nest again, there's something in the air. A smell, or a warmth, or a presence, perhaps? Could it be other stags have made their way out into the wider world? Yes, I will hold on to that hope. My kin's still alive, still out there, journeying beyond these lands. But for me, I could never abandon the stagways. Not as long as passengers still need them. I can tell you still have important work to do. I will be your companion as long as my old body still serves. Let us enjoy the old stagways of this kingdom together a little while longer. Well said, old friend. Let us go back here. Alright, so we know that there's that weird glowy dude above the Queen's Garden, so we're gonna go back there. Yeah, there's a Steam achievement for beating it in 2 hours. There's one for 10 and 5 also, but there's one for 2. I looked at that and I said, maybe someday. When I've got robot hands and a different personality. It could happen. It won't. And we open that thing, which will let us get there from Fog Canyon a little better. Maybe. Ah. Alright, let's get back to doing this. Yeah, well, I mean, I used to play Castlevania and Metroid. We owned Castlevania 1, 2, and 4. We, my family. And I played a lot of Super Metroid on emulator, but as you can see, I didn't develop any. Like when I played Metroid, my friend already knew everything, and they like told me how to do everything, even though I didn't ask them to. You know, one of those things. Ah. Man. Yikes. Hey, we broke it. We finally cast another fireball. Oh, well, that didn't go so well. I was like, doesn't it break them only if it kills them? Wow. Smart. Yikes. This... You know, I don't know what it is about all these curves and this stuff, like, in the way of the screen, but it makes it... Like, I can't draw a straight line between my character and the one I thought I was dead there. Maybe I just don't understand hitboxes, you know, probably. Sure. Well, you know, we're not gonna try that again. We're gonna get more onto the map and then die here, on the green path. Hey! Hooray, we broke that thing into the end, so now we can get in the other way around. Though once our lands, a pale being lays claim to the caverns beyond. It may appear benevolent, but it does not share our dream. Be wary to wander that place. That's the... Alright, yeah, so... That's the one made out of light, the fake celestial. Of course, now acid doesn't hurt anymore, so it's a lot more easy to traverse this area. We missed some... Yeah, I guess, like, this had been the first thing like Castlevania or Metroid I've played in more than 10 years, probably. I mean, the most similar game I played to this would have been, you know, Celeste or Terraria, neither of which are that similar to this, except for, like, in that they're very good and involve jumping. And that I've played them for the first time in the last year. The real thing these games have in common. Greenkin lost. Paths overgrown. Dream forgotten. Well, it's not as bleak as all that. Now I'm collecting the dream. I have 1,036 dreams. And we'll go back up to that place later, or never. No, I have to go that way, don't I? Because that... Oh, maybe not. Maybe we can go left here instead. Oh, right. Another thing I can't do. This is why. Well, I guess with that in mind, let's go up here. Not like that. Okay, that wasn't ideal either. Good news, the screen is doing the little strange light effect to let me know I'm almost dead. That'll help. Well, you know, we'll just slide down and die. That's good too. Fortunately, we updated the map, which is the only thing that really matters. Yeah, we just gotta go left there and not up. Got it. It's like, man, I really liked climbing this mountain. Wouldn't it be better if you were unhappy? I'm just kidding. So nothing changes there. I guess you can play Celeste where if you die you lose all your strawberries. You'd have to start over. But you know, that's a self-enforced thing. Alright. All that for a grub. I hope you're happy, young man. Go home. Oh no, it's gonna make... Joke's on them, I'll just die. This is my solution to being forced to do a thing that I'm not gonna do. Take my ball and go home. Oh no, what are they gonna do? Take all my money? Get wrecked. Nobody cares. Alright, so... we'll go into the side of Fog Canyon we haven't gone into by going to the right and up there, and that is where we'll go. Because all that nonsense up there didn't work at all. We have to be able to walk through a shadow, so we're just gonna... Good night, Chase. Thanks for stopping in. Well, fortunately, there's another shadow thing there. Which means we're going in the right direction, maybe, to get a thing to get rid of it? We could hope, right? Because abstractly, maybe the way you're supposed to do this game is crossroads to green path briefly, and then you pop over to the waterways immediately, get the grove, go over this way, and do what? Unlock the shadows? No, that doesn't make sense. Have I found an item called King's Brand? No, I don't believe so. We got the love key recently, but yeah, it's no kinds of brands. I got King's Idol. Okay, everyone. I have to get that thing to get the shake look. I see. Overgrown mound. I'm under attack. From guys that are from the very beginning of the game. I'm locked in here. I mean, there are spikes on the floor, so that's not ideal. I guess if there are a whole lot of them, it could get dangerous in a hurry. Interesting. Very interesting indeed. Consumed the Howling Wraiths. Tap B while holding up to unleash the Wraiths. Spells will deplete souls. Oh, okay. Hear me. Turn number 2, what's that mean? That means you haven't disabled the setting where it shows you that kind of thing. I'm not... YouTube just started doing that all of a sudden, and anyway, there's no way for me to disable it. I personally can't see it, because I have disabled me seeing it, but I can't disable it existing. It's something that they do to try to drive engagement, I think. fine. We found a thing. This isn't where I park my car. I should check out Kingdom's Edge. Check out Kingdom's Edge once I'm done doing what I'm doing, which is being lost. I was just trying to do that stuff there, like go in a direction I hadn't done, but I guess we can't do that because of the shadow. Alright, how do I get out of here? Drop down the hallway. Oh, the shade on the map? No, I don't care about that at all. Money's useless to me. All I'll do is lose it. The shade barrier, yeah. Oh, I thought you meant the shade creature there. Yeah, no, there's all these shadow things that stop me from achieving my dreams. So, we gotta find some way to get over there. Well. Hey, we got 3 more percentage points of completion. So some of that was worth something, and most of it wasn't worth anything. But anyway, that's all I've got for you tonight. I have to go to bed. You know, you know, it's about midnight, and yeah, I gotta go to bed. You know, I got work tomorrow and stuff, and you know, it's coming up on the weekend, so work for me, but I'll be around, you know, streaming various things. Y'all know me. I'm on here every day doing something, or just about, but perhaps I'll see you there. Good night, gamer brother. Thanks for stopping in. Nice to talk to you. Good night, Natasha. Always a pleasure. Chase, you're gone. Alright, yep. Oh, anyway, if anyone's watching in the future, I hope the weather's nice. Thanks for giving the video a shot, and perhaps I'll see you in a future one. And, well, yep, that'll be it.